uh, sadly, I know nothing.
Right. Okay, that doesn't help too much. Yeah, I think it's just a monitoring thing now. That's all I can really say about it. Hopefully, he decides to launch it possibly this week. I'm not too sure. We just have to wait and see. It's all we don't want to jump the gun and drop it and then have issues or need to change it again. So I think we just got to wait and see.
No, that's been Cut's MO with this stuff regarding things that Thor and Power do in conjunction. I know I had to give up time with Cut over the weekend for him to spend time with the Thor devs. So I'm not privy to what was going on over there, but I do know that Cut likes to let Thor release and then see if any bombs get dropped, so that the power contract can avoid it. So if everything goes smooth over at Thor, I think you can expect V2 to be dropping with us very shortly. If you see problems over there, you can expect us to pump the brakes. I don't know anything beyond that, though. I thought Power Mascot had some V2 info for us, but maybe not. Oh, he's gone. Okay. Well,
He just wrote that while he's recording, he's not able to access the stage while he's recording. Which is
awesome.
a bit of an
All
issue.
right. Let's see. I guess we'll open up the stage, right? You got anything else?
No, let's do that. I got to open up these AMA questions here somehow as well.
All right. If anyone wants to come up and ask a question, raise your hand and we'll start bringing people up. Well, I guess this will be a quick one if no one wants to chat with us, huh?
All right, there we go. Sorry, I think that was on mine. I had to select the raise the speak.
There we go. All right. Let's bring up, I see some familiar names here. Let's bring up Sugar Bear.
Hey, I was just wondering the conversation you guys had right now about the claim taxes. Can we just maybe shoot that question over the ask cut question chat for future and see if he can reply when he has time?
Yeah, I think we can definitely. I'll tag him in there actually and do that. I do have to apologize in advance for being a bit rusty this morning. I have been sick for the last 4 days pretty badly. My sleep pattern is absolutely terrible. We're just stumbling through at the minute. Where is that? Ask cut questions. I'm just putting it in the chat now if you guys want to continue to.
All right. Anything else, Sugar Bear?
Oh, no, I just thought that was a good topic. And, whenever Cut's a little free to answer that, that'd be great for the community, I guess.
Yeah, we agree. Thank you very much. All right, let's bring up Crypto TN here.
How you doing?
How's it going, man?
Just wanted to talk a little bit about that news this morning with, I guess, Andre.
Yeah.
Your thoughts, I guess. There seemed to be a panic sell. I bought more, so I mean, for me.
Yeah. So I'll give my 2 cents on it. Not that it matters. So this guy seems to be as brilliant as he is. He seems to be a bit of a baby. This isn't the first time he's rage quit crypto. So whether he's gone for good or comes back, I don't know. He happens to be very prolific, so it certainly has an impact on the crypto space and especially Fathom, considering that was his chain of choice. It's important to note that the projects he's abandoning have full support of the community and developers behind them. So while this guy's not going to be involved in it anymore, I don't think these things are entirely shutting up their doors. And everyone's calling it a rug pull. I don't really think it is that, but it's certainly not good, right? It's not good for the space. It has no effect on power. It will have some effect on the sentiment of people investing in Fathom related projects. So I guess it does affect the power a little bit from that standpoint. But I think what you'll see is the community will quickly move past this once they realize that the majority of these projects are still up and running and continuing even without this guy's support. So I feel it's going to be a temporary oh shit and probably a really good buying opportunity. But besides that, I think that's pretty much it. Does Dabs and Andos, do you have any thoughts on it?
Yeah, like I said, I haven't really caught up too much with that topic since I think that tweet dropped at about 3 a.m. my time. I can only base my opinion what like others had said. Like I said, he does this sort of thing to the extremes regularly. I think there's 40 or something other devs working on that chain. So while it'll have an initial shock factor, I don't think it's going to have any long-term effects. That's all I can say on it.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Cheers, Crypto. All right. Bring up Dave Mere. Oh, no, he's dropped off. Oh, there he is. Hey, Dave.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good, mate. Good. What you
Hey.
got?
Haven't got a chance to catch up fully with the new AI, but I saw that you could add energy to it, and I was wondering what exactly the benefits of that is.
The add energy button, I believe, just adds the energy address to your MetaMask or to your wallet.
All
Yeah,
right, now,
it's just a convenience.
all right. Does that affect anything as far as like I'm guessing it's just for almost like farming or staking for energy?
No, it's just
Oh. No, it's just to add the address. It doesn't have any other function in regards to the staking or farming or anything like that. The farming period's ended. Clicking the button just adds the address for your convenience instead of chasing the address and adding it manually. It's just convenience.
Gotcha. Thank you.
No worries.
So right now, is energy used for anything at the moment?
Not currently. So, there's going to be a bunch of utility that comes with V2. I wouldn't necessarily expect utility for energy to come with the release of V2. Andos, correctly if I'm wrong there, but it should have utility in the very near future. What that is, yet to be determined.
Yeah, the main focus has been on the UI and the V2 to actually get that going. The utility, there's been a bunch of ideas thrown around how much utility it will have. All we know is it's going to have multiple utilities. When they will be introduced is obviously up to cut, but the main focus was actually getting the V2 going. The V2 was needed to have the utilities. The ring contract was really limiting on what could be added. So once the V2 is up and active and the pressure's off to get that out, there'll be a lot more time spent on energy. So we just have to wait.
All right. Makes sense. Thank you, guys. That was my main question.
Thank
No
you.
worries, Dave.
All right. M. Azadi, you're up next.
hi there. So if I can ask a question about do you know the high gas fees issue in creating generators? This asks for like a crazy amount of Phantom. I think it must be some kind of glitch happening. So I've just recently tried to create a generator. I've just recently joined. So do you see, is that an ongoing or common problem?
Yes, that's the biggest issue we're fighting with the new UI. Now, can I ask you a quick question? I'm assuming you probably don't have any nodes created. Am I right?
Yeah, so I've just recently, probably a couple of days ago, bought some power and just tried to create my first generator.
Yeah, so it's a tough one for us to debug. The only thing we know about it is it seems to be related to new users who don't currently have any generators. Now, I've tried this out with a couple different wallets. If I'm a new wallet, I may have the high gas fees. And then if I transfer my power and my Phantom over to another new wallet that doesn't have any generators, I can create the generator no problem. So we're having issues with repeatability and trying to figure out what is the actual determining factor that creates those high gas fees. So Cut and I have been on it all weekend. It's a weird one. My only suggestion for it right now is if you've got another wallet, try transferring your stuff over there and seeing if it works. I know it's not ideal, and that's not even a guarantee that it'll work, but this is our number one focus right now for fixing the UI. It's a weird one, and we're struggling with it. So, but also it's our number one priority.
This was a new wallet that I created for this, so I didn't use my usual wallet. I created a new one.
Yep.
So are you saying to maybe go back to my usual wallet or create another one?
Yeah, I would say create another one or try going back to your usual one. So like when I've been trying to debug this, I created a bunch of new wallets and some of them work and some of them don't. That's the only suggestion I have to, if you're really antsy to get in, if you fire up a new wallet, it may work for you.
Okay, but is it worth just waiting a couple of days maybe just to see if it clears up?
Yeah, like we're, like I said, this is like our biggest thing that we're attacking right now. So, I'm hoping to have a resolution to it any minute now, really. But like I said, if you're super antsy, try it on a different wallet. It may work.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. All right, we got Terry Bud. Come on up. Got to unmute, homie.
You there, Terry?
I think Terry's having some technical issues. If you resolve your audio issues, come back up in the line and I'll move you to the top of the list. Let's go with Andrew. Come on up. Andrew's not responding to the invites. Next, Flemsta. What you got?
What's up, guys? How's it going?
What's up?
So I just had a question about the V2. I know you don't know when it's going to happen and whatnot. Are there going to be any special instructions when that happens?
We're expecting to not have to do anything. V2 should launch behind the scenes, and that should be it. I'm not expecting any migrations or having to do anything funky. However, we haven't had official word that there's nothing that's going to happen, but I'd imagine if there was big user actions that were going to have to happen, we would have been alerted about that because that's kind of a crappy thing to drop on the community. So I would expect you to have to do nothing.
Right on. Yeah, that's all I had to say. Thanks.
All right. Terry Bud's back. Let's bring you on up.
Sorry about that.
There you are. All right.
All right. Still fairly new to y'all, and so maybe common knowledge, but I was listening to Loki talk about Thor earlier, and sound like they're definitely doing a node cap. Is that something the Power will do and follow or being discussed?
So it's not on the table, meaning that there has been no talks of a node cap happening, but Cut is extremely conscious about sustainability. He's constantly monitoring what's going on and obviously wants this project to be around for a long, long time. So if a node cap is something that keeps this project alive and healthy and going, I'm sure you would. The possibility of it is certainly there, but it hasn't been talked about. There's no plans for it. So the node cap is just an idea at this point, but nothing's been discussed.
Right. Thank you.
Alrighty, Island Boy, come on up.
He's a regular island boy.
Yep.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how you guys doing, man?
Good, mate.
Doing
Good. How you
well.
going?
Okay, yeah, at least you can hear me this time. Yeah, I'm not gonna take your time up. Just real quick, I have a number of nuclear and some hydros, and I was also not able to create a new nuclear, due to that phantom issue. So just FYI.
Was that today?
Yes, last couple of days actually, including today. I tried a number of times today, but yeah, it goes back to 2 days prior.
Are you trying to compound or are you trying to create fresh?
Compound.
You're trying to compound. Okay, that's good to know. We'll take note of that. So today's going to be a little rough just because of what's going on with Phantom in general. But if you're having this issues tomorrow and stuff, open up a ticket and at me, and we will work with you to get it resolved.
We lost him there.
Yeah, I think we lost him. Island Boy, you can come on back up if you come back. Let's see. Sweet Dog. No moon, no lamp up. I love that. You're on mute if you're chatting, bud.
Oh, you ready for me?
We're ready.
Welcome and thank you guys for taking my. Well, my question is, I think one of you posted yesterday something about claim all for God mode. So can you? I'm a holder of nothing but nuclears. So is it to benefit me to get God mode?
No, yeah, let me talk about that. Actually, I had that in my notes and I completely blew past it by accident. So a couple AMAs ago, I was talking about how God mode, or as we're trying to rebrand it, Fusion mode, wouldn't be existing in the new UI. We released the new UI, and lo and behold, there it is. So when I was writing the code, I found a bunch of is God mode stuff in there, and I deleted it all. Unbeknownst to me, God mode or Fusion mode, excuse me, is built into the contract. So by me deleting it out of the UI, I actually was allowing people to perform functions that the contract wouldn't allow. So I have a bit of egg on my face there, and I apologize for that. But Fusion mode does exist in the new contract. Now, if you have nothing but nuclears, God mode does nothing for you because you can claim all of your nuclear rewards with the one button that claims everything from the nuclear tier. So there's no reason for you to have everything unless for some reason you wanted to compound your nuclear rewards into a hydro or something, which I don't see why you'd want to do that. So I don't feel like it's worthwhile for you to get, but it's still there.
Well, I was just wondering, like, I don't want to say names of other projects, but there's other projects that if you have God mode and you guys go into games and perks and all this other stuff.
No, you're not missing out on any perks. You're not missing out on anything. And I would be surprised if God mode is a thing in V2. So I wouldn't worry about acquiring it. It's really nothing.
All right. Well, I'll stick to my nuclears. And thank you guys very much.
You got it. Enjoy those nukes. Crypto TN, back up, buddy.
I just thought I'd jump back in, guys. Thank you.
Oh, absolutely.
So I didn't realize you guys were working so closely with Thor's development team. I did know there was a tie, but I didn't realize it was that close. I guess I'm wondering, can you talk a little bit about the future, the roadmap, the utility? We obviously all know what Thor is doing and what they're trying to do in the node cap and everything. And have you guys shared any of that information? I'm taking a larger position in power, so I guess I just haven't dedicated the time. So I'm sorry, but I am starting to now, and just wondering what the roadmap you guys see going forward. If there's anything you can talk about. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So, really, what you're going to see in the very near future, right, is we've got all of this built-in sell pressure into the current contract. So, V2's designed to eliminate some of that. So, what's going to happen is V2 will be released. The market and price action around power is going to improve a bit. And then what's going to happen is you're going to see a marketing push from us. There's going to be a really big push to get the name out there and start advertising and making the crypto world known about power to get a bunch of new investors in. And then probably the biggest near term thing you're going to see is the profits that we have from our treasury will be used for buybacks that will further increase the price of power and replenish the reward pool. That's huge. So we are not doing that right now. We haven't done it at all because there's no sense in using the precious treasury money into a contract that's bleeding itself dry. So that's the very, near and close term is dropping V2, getting good price action and elevating the price of power. That's in the very near term for the future. Andos, do you have any insights into anything beyond that?
No, that's pretty much it. So that's how these projects are meant to work. The investments are made as a collective, and then the treasury used to do buybacks, and that makes it sustainable and stuff. So we haven't any buybacks at all. So when the V2 is out and we can use that marketing and the buybacks, that's when we actually will see our proper sustainability level and our proper price levels. Because right now it's just based on simply the buyers and sells and not the actual treasury like it's supposed to. So every time one of those nodes is created and then the sell orders happen, one of those sell orders is actually for the dev team in marketing. So there's a nice healthy marketing budget there that's just untapped right now. So I'm excited to see just how big this marketing campaign is actually going to be and how far it reaches. People have mentioned in the chat that they're worried about new investors and worried about new money coming in and it's not just about the sells, it's about the buys as well. I think the buys are going to be huge. I think we should be able to reach a pretty large audience with that sort of marketing budget. So we're just going to have to wait and see, really. But
yeah, this feels to me like, there's a giant bow and arrow and we're just slowly putting some tension on that bow and a giant arrow is going to get unleashed and hopefully it, yanks the price of power up with it. Also one thing I forgot to mention is a proper audit. So we haven't audited our current contract because audits aren't cheap. And why audit something that's going away? But V2, you can expect a full audit. So that just, we're trying to keep the project legitimate and forward facing and as secure as possible. This space is wild and, everybody has reasons to be suspicious. So we will do everything we can to ensure that everyone feels relatively safe about, dropping their money here. That's what we want.
Well, guys, thank you.
You got it. Alrighty. Let's bring up Island Boy. Island Boy, we lost you earlier, so glad to see you back.
He's had a few issues with his mic, Island Boy, before as well.
He's trying.
The struggle is real.
The struggle is real. All right, sorry, bud. We're giving you the boot.
Just
Come back
leave him
in.
up and we'll. Oh,
Yeah,
I was going to say, we'll bring someone else up on top. Yeah.
I'll move him to the top when I see his name.
Yeah.
Prince Gobalan, come on up. I probably botched that. Bolahan? Gabalahan?
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm good. You guys, how you guys doing?
Doing well. What you got for us?
Good.
Basically, I'm actually new, and I got some few power tokens, and I actually want to stake them.
Yep.
Are you with me, guys?
So you're looking for information on
You're trying to learn how to stake them? Is that what you're asking? Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
Yes. Yes.
basically on our farm section, you can create a liquidity pool for Wrap Phantom and Power. And when you get the liquidity pool token from Spooky Swap, you can then stake that LP token on our farm and use that to earn power.
Okay, I have to go to Scoopy Swap.
Yeah, go to Spooky Swap and then add liquidity to the WFTM and power pair. And from there, you'll get an
Oh,
LP token, and you can stake that LP token on our farm to earn more power.
I see. I see. Okay, thanks, guys. That's awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yes.
M. Azadi, come on back.
Hi, sorry, I'm just asking another question.
No. Let's do it.
Yeah, so you mentioned earlier about there'll be a upcoming kind of marketing push. I don't know whether you're able to disclose the timing of that because I don't know if this sounds a little bit insider, but I guess that's going to catalyst some kind of price movement. And my second question is, how can the community support any kind of marketing activity?
Yeah, absolutely. So, the timing of it's going to be V2 is going to drop, and I think as soon as we've got indication that it's not a dumpster fire, the marketing push is going to get unleashed shortly thereafter. So, I'd say maybe within a week or so of V2 launching, you're going to see that stuff start flying. And the best thing you can do really is retweet any of our tweets, and honestly, just be a kind and helpful person in the chats. New people come in, they have got questions, they need some hand holding, whatever it be. Some people are not only new to power but new to crypto in general, and it's just important that we're kind to them and helpful to them, and try to be as active on Twitter as possible. I think besides that, there's nothing else to do.
And just quickly on that too, I think there's going to be without having all the details, there'll be a few YouTube videos, I think, with a few different streamers. A few different people. So I believe I don't have all the details, but I think there is definitely some of those lined up. So obviously sharing those videos around as well will definitely help.
Yeah, I believe that's a really good point, Andos. I think there's like 5 or 6 streamers that want to do some videos in conjunction with Power, and we've been telling them, wait until we have got V2 out there, and then we'll collaborate and get as much content out as possible. So you're definitely going to see a YouTube push. You're definitely going to see a Twitter push, and yeah, I think that's about it.
Great, thank you.
Yep. Alrighty. Oh, a bunch of people came up. All right, Traveling Surfer, come on up.
All right, man. I hope you guys can hear me.
Sure can.
All right. Well, you talked about a little hand holding, and I could use that right now because I came on board a couple of weeks ago. I got one of everything, and then came back in with some more superhumans, now nukes, right? And yep. I was gone for the weekend. I came back and I got 55 power, and I'm getting used to this new UI here. And so I want to create another nuclear, obviously. And I put in the new name here. Now, do I have to hit approve contract? Because that's kind of lit up and I don't see like a compound or anything like that. I want to make sure I don't botch this up.
Yeah, so if the approve contract button is visible for you there, please click it. Now you've got nodes, so obviously you've approved before, so I know it's kind of annoying to shell out another couple cents of Phantom to reapprove, but if it's there, click the button, and then the once the contract's approved, you'll see 2 new buttons come up that will say either create generator or compound. So, select the nuke, name it, hit compound, and you should be off to the races.
All right, I'll do that right now. Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it, and appreciate all you do, man.
If you got any issues, open up a ticket, and we'll be in there to help you out.
All right, thanks again.
You got it. Be Solitaire, you're up next.
How's it going, guys?
What's up, buddy?
Okay, I just had a question. So I guess similar to how you guys went down, there was a big crash due to all the fear in the market, everything with Ring. Is it a worry to have whales, say we do get to $100 in price and then we have like big sell-offs? Like how would we counter that? Or like what would be an idea to do that? Is that an issue like going forward?
So yeah, it's obviously a concern. When we see the price spike up huge, obviously the whales are going to want to dump. However, we do have an OTC program, so it's very important for us to market that and let people know that there's an OTC program, and if they want to start doing big sells, reach out to us. It's a very simple process to get an OTC trade happening with us, and essentially what that is it allows us to exchange the power tokens, peer to peer instead of on the market, so we don't take a big price hit. However, I should say that with the new contract and the reduced selling pressure, if we do get those big sells, they should be gobbled up pretty quickly if some of them don't choose to utilize the OTC program. So it is a concern, but I wouldn't let it keep you up at night.
Yeah, and then ideally we would want more amounts of buyers coming in due to people getting interested in the project to eat it up, right? Correct.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yep.
I would say with price, if the price rising like that, you would obviously naturally have new investors coming in due to just the attention to the price. But also if the price is going up like that, which means people buying, people are making nodes, then you also got that treasury booming as well. So that's where the buybacks come in, with to stabilize the price if there was to be a couple of whales that didn't want to use the OTC. So that's what I'd like to see anyway.
So buybacks can be probably used down the line as well, like if we need to.
Oh, absolutely. If you see if we see some whale dumps, we can absolutely utilize some of the treasury to gobble some of that up.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't know if it was just going to be like a one-time thing to get the price back up, or if it's going to be like a recurring thing throughout the life of the project.
No, I'm pretty sure it's going to be used as a stability thing. It's not just like a pump or anything like that. It'll be more stability. Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. All right, I'm coming up on my hard stop. I got 5 minutes left, so Dabs and Andos, it'll be on you when I go. Just giving a little bit of a warning. Dimitri, come on up.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can. What you got, bud?
I'm great. I'm one of the very new people starting with this kind of crypto, and I have 3 questions. First of all, congratulations for your project.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. First, I would like to ask if the rewards of the nuclears will still be 0.7 for the upcoming months, as I have already created 3 nuclears. I'm so excited about that.
Right on. They start printing when you get a couple of them. The rewards, we already had a big rewards reduction a couple months ago, and there are no talks in reducing the rewards further. You should expect to see 0.7 power for the nukes, and the reward rates for all the other ones to remain consistent for the foreseeable future. Now, somewhere down the line, if there's some sustainability issues, the rewards may drop in the future, but we're not talking about it. We're not discussing it. It's not on the table. So, in the near term, that's what they're going to produce.
Amazing. My second question, and I don't want to waste your time, is as today we faced this issue with the Fathom chain. Are you going to still keep this project, the power, on the Fathom chain network, or is it going to be in another network in the future?
Yeah, so there's been some talks about the project being available on cross chain, but I haven't seen anything about that coming to fruition. You know, even though there's some Phantom FUD out there right now, I think the Phantom chain is very much alive and kicking and doing well, and I don't foresee us abandoning Phantom anytime soon.
Okay, that's great. And my last question is, what's going to happen in a year from now? As most of us that we are supporting you at the beginning of your project, we are going to have at about, let's say, 100 generators. So everyone is going to sell. Will this project still be sustainable at that moment?
That's the golden question there. We hope so. You know, it's hard to you know, a year in crypto might as well be a lifetime. But yeah, everything we're doing and everything that Cut is striving to do with this project is to keep this thing sustainable. So whatever we have to do to keep the current investors, you know, alive and well in the project is going to happen. So I wish I could give you a better answer than that, but other than, you know, we're going to do whatever we can to keep this thing alive. That's pretty much it.
No, your answer is amazing. Again, thank you very much. And I'm one of your great supporters on this project. Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah, thanks for being there
Thanks
for us.
supporting us.
All right, I'm going to take one more and then I'm out of here. So, Sweet Dog, you're up.
Yes. I don't know if this is a UI question or V2 question or something that might be. Do you guys see in the future with a referral program? Because I get a lot of people that want to get in it, and I'm helping so many people. And a referral reward would be amazing.
I personally think a referral program would be amazing. You know, I would love to see that. I think that would be a really cool, you know, piece of our marketing program. I don't know if it's been brought up to Cut or not, but I will bring it up to him because I think that's a great idea.
And thank you, thank you. That was it. That I would love to see some more info on that in the future.
You got it.
Thank you.
All right.
Even without a referral program, everyone you help out ultimately helps the project, which then helps you in return anyway, even a little bit. So
yeah,
the more people you can help, even without a referral program, the better it's going to be for you anyway.
All right, guys. I have to exit. Thank you for your time today, and we'll see you out there. Bye, Felicia's.
Yeah, Ron. I'm going to try and smash through a few of these questions for the last 15 minutes and answer what I can. We'll bring up, is it Hiteka?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, mate, we got you.
Hi, yeah, thanks for taking my question. Right now, I have nuclear hydro, and combined, I have the 50 rewards between the two. So, but I don't have any other wind or solar. Can I do the compounding of rewards to create another nuclear?
Yeah, you can.
Only,
but
yeah.
you can only use, like, you can only count the tokens from within your nuclear nodes. So if you combine the 50, including your you know, your solar and your nuclear, then it will not be enough to compound into another nuclear.
Okay, so I need to wait until the nuclear hits the 50 and then do the compound.
That's correct.
Okay. Right. Now, if I had tokens and all wind, solar, hydro, and nuclear, then would that allow the fusion? Is that what that fusion means? That I could do it then?
Yeah, that's correct. With that ability, you can compound into any other generator of your choosing. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate that. And yes, I think this is an excellent project, and thanks for putting it together. Thank you.
Yep. Thanks for supporting us. All right. I don't know what happened to Andos. It's up to me now. Oh, there he is. DMS, what's up, dude? You're muted, by the way, if you're trying to speak.
You got me.
Yep, we got
Yeah.
you. What's up, man?
The quick question was when we transition over to the V2 on our side because we have the node on the V1. Do we need to do anything, or you guys will take care of everything on the back end?
Yeah, we'll take care of everything in the back end. It should be an automatic process, and we want to make it as smooth for you guys as possible. If there's anything that we do need you guys to do ahead of time, we will give you a heads up. We won't just do it out of nowhere like ninjas.
Cool, perfect. Thank you. Yeah, that's it.
Awesome.
No worries.
All right, Diz 16.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. All right. My question was, are there any longer term plans to generate revenue aside from buybacks and marketing? You guys have any special projects you're thinking on or working on?
As far as I know, what Cut wants to do on our previous roadmap was to get listed on a centralized exchange. And I believe we have a lottery game coming up for V2. And that lottery game should fill up the rewards pool even more. So
people are kind of iffy with lotteries.
yeah, exactly. We don't have much info on how that's going to work out yet, like how the rewards will be given out and all of that stuff. But Cut did mention it on the last AMA that V2 will launch with the lottery game already released.
Yeah. The reason why I asked is because with all the other projects, it seems like although Power had the lead in terms of sustainability ideas, cutting rewards and whatnot, they're starting to get outpaced in other anti-Ponzi-nomic revenue plans. Aside from buybacks and whatnot, it seems like we're kind of falling behind. So I was a little worried about that.
Well, yeah, in terms of falling behind, the real reason why a lot of people would say that is because of the price action of our token. Around Christmas, Rugsember was, pretty much the worst days for us, and our lead dev was gone for I believe a good 2 weeks due to COVID. And right when he came back, he literally made all the sustainability things go away. And one issue that we have right now is that a lot of these protocols are already able to do their buybacks. For us, because we're a lot older than them, if we were to do buybacks now, it would just cause most of our whales to sell. Right. And people who are just coming in would then, create even more sell pressure as they try to create nodes in order to, buy the dip. So what we're planning to do is essentially, once V2 is out, really drive up marketing, do a few giveaways and all that stuff, and then start doing the buybacks to get a more organic growth than a one that's just, a tiny booster shot where the whales can literally counteract it.
Coolios. Or are you also looking into, hiring people for your team? I think you guys mentioned one time that your team is a little smaller than others.
Yeah. So we did bring in more mods, and both Ronan and I were just literally given the keys to start writing some code for them on the UI side. And eventually, we are going to be looking to hire more devs as we need to scale.
Great.
And probably more mods as well.
All right, coolios. I'm excited to see what you guys come up with.
Awesome. Thank you.
That's it. Yep. Thanks.
All right. Low Dog 6969. Come on up.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What up, bro?
Hello.
We've been in here for a little while. I've got a community behind me and everything, and I roam on Discord and just trying to figure out what's going on with everything here lately. And I know version 2 was coming out, so I was just trying to get a little bit of information on that. When that or any of that.
So we expected to see, based on our lead dev's word from last week, it was supposed to be out within a week. So I was thinking today, but I think there were a few delays. We're scoping out what Thor is doing right now. I believe they have just launched their V2. You could pretty much expect that a lot of the things that Thor has, we will also inherit on our side. And yeah, we're just scoping things out to see, what's going on, see if there's
So
anything that we can fix and all of that stuff. So we're
so
just
I'm,
observing now.
yeah, so I'm guessing we're gonna have our own spin on it besides Thor, pretty
Yeah, there'll
much.
definitely be minor changes and differences between us and Thor.
Okay. Yeah, I knew
now-
y'all were following Thor. I talked to Dabs a little bit, and like I said, I run my own Discord and stuff, and all my guys are heavy in power, so that's what I was trying to figure out when V2 may be coming out. I knew y'all are following Thor, so basically we're just sitting back seeing how Thor's V2 is going to launch, and then kind of go from there.
Yeah, because there's definitely a couple of changes straight off the bat that we have that is different to Thor. The only reason there's going to be a delay now is implementing those particular changes, and just a quick observation to see if there's anything else. But it's very close behind Thor. It's definitely not far off.
Definitely not far off. Okay, great. Yeah, that's good.
Definitely not far off.
Yeah, our devs and their contract devs, we're all working together on this. So
Yeah, Cut works directly with Thor, right? If I remember right.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what do we have? So the new UI come out and everything. Do we have anything else coming anytime soon that's newer, or is that pretty much kind of the newest thing we got coming out as V2? I know the lottery, but do we have anything else besides that coming?
no, apart from hopefully more information on the utility of energy soon. That's pretty much all we have right now. We really want to get V2 out as soon as possible because V1 has been the biggest source of our problems, and it's really what's holding
for
back
sure.
our price.
All the selling pressure and everything else written in the contract.
Yeah, from the mod perspective only, the V2 obviously opens up all those doors to being able to make adjustments on the fly and in a bit more innovation, and there's less limitation. So I mean, from what we know, like is limited, but they might have a world of plans and things ready to go, like in the short term that we just don't know about yet, that they're just sitting on. So there's definitely more possibilities. That's all we do know.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, y'all are just moving with the market. It'll give y'all more opportunity to move with the market.
That's right.
Having so much of the contract. I got you.
Yeah,
And
being able to adapt to all the situations is key.
Yeah, and then Phantom's the only one that y'all are bridged with right now. I know y'all said y'all didn't know anything if y'all are going to bridge with anybody else in the short term or any of that as well. So that was it. I was just trying to figure out when V2 was maybe taking launch and stuff like that. But
yeah, I'd say we're very close, very close. I know it's not exactly what everyone wants to hear, but that's all we can say. It's very close. Just gotta watch Thor for in the short term, and because like I said, the things that we know they're going to change, and then there might be a couple extras that we're not going to know for maybe a couple of days or so. So we just got to watch.
Okay. All right. Sounds good, guys. All
Cheers,
right.
Lotto.
All right. Appreciate it, love. Thanks.
Yeah. All right. Merlin.
You hear me?
Hello.
Hey. Just some questions about OTC. Is there any future utility planned for it being done directly through the contract instead of having to go through making a ticket and mods and all these things?
I would love to see it done.
Yeah, Cut was mentioned. He was working on that a while ago, but the implementation of it is pretty hard. So we were more focused on getting V2 out, and I believe it'll get more focused on as we get this thing released. So a lot of the things that we really want to do are held on pause until we get V2 out.
Right. Cool. And something on the, I guess, the mechanics, the economic mechanics of it all. Like when someone, because I heard someone bring this up, when someone is doing an OTC exchange, I mean, the tokens, the power tokens are being added to the supply. And then there is no tied currency being added back to the liquidity. Oh no, but I guess not because the power tokens are being bought by you guys. Okay, never mind that question.
Yeah, it's just skipping the market. It's just cutting out the middle.
Yeah.
That's all
Okay,
it's doing.
sweet.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. That's my only question. Thanks, guys.
No worries, Merlin. Too easy. Time for one or two more, I think. crypto assets.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Howdy.
Good. Yeah, a couple of questions. One is I've read the Thor the Thor V2 contract white paper. I'll get it right in a sec. Today, and I had the introduction of maintenance fees. Any plans for that over here?
Yeah, no maintenance fees on our side. As
Okay.
far as I know, Cut did not want it, and it's definitely something he did not want to do for us. So,
Cool. And then second question was around the number of devs. Obviously, Cut's doing a lot. I think you may have mentioned it earlier, so if so, I can just replay the AMA. But in terms of number of devs, is it currently a bottleneck? Plan to get more devs? What's happening there?
yeah, we are not sure yet. So, we have no idea as far as hiring goes.
Okay.
It'll be a as needs basis. If they don't feel like they need them at the moment, then it won't be there. But if they do feel like there's a pressure or there needs to be more hands on deck, then they'll definitely put the feelers out, I'm assuming.
Okay.
They're very they like to keep their project. It's their baby. They like to protect it. They don't want to open it up to too many different people. But if they do feel the pinch, they will bring people in. At the moment, I don't think it's an issue. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Listen, you guys are doing a great job. Much appreciated from my end. So thank you.
Cheers, mate. Right. Maybe one more, Dabs. What do you reckon?
Yeah, let's just do one more and call it a day.
Yep.
Unlucky
Crypto
winner.
dude. Any questions that any people that we do miss and we don't have time to bring up, we can just throw the questions in the chat and we'll try to get to them as soon as we can as well. We don't want to leave too many people out. There is a few people in the list. Crypto dude. Still on mute there, buddy. We might just have to drop him back.
Yep.
Might just have to throw your question in the chat, buddy.
Let's do Balzac then.
Bit of anticlimax there. Yeah, we might just have to wrap it up and leave Crypto Dude to put his question in the chat.
Yep.
Thanks, guys. We'll obviously pass on any information that we can with V2 moving forward as soon as we have it. We just need everybody to hold tight and keep an eye on Thor's progress, and we'll see how we go from there. Anything else you want to add, Daz, before we call it a day?
Nope. Yeah, I think I'm good. All right, guys. Have a good weekend. Peace.
Cheers, guys. All right, see ya.